James, this week gets better and better for you, doesn't it? Back-to-back wins now and a really battling performance today to get you the 3 points.
Yeah, I'm delighted for the boys. Starting to get what they deserve from matches, and as you say, the performances over recent weeks and leading up to today's game and in last week has been a good week, and we're very happy to get the 3 points.
Not a massive amount of difference in terms of the displays you've been putting in from games that you've got nothing from a few weeks ago, but you've just been able to take your chances.
Yeah, I think that's the major difference. Well, probably the only difference, or the only major difference. We knew it was going to be a tough game coming here today, and they were always going to give us a threat early, and with the movement between the front three, and I thought they gave us some problems, but I thought we nullified it quite well. And as you say, and as I said to the lads a couple of weeks ago, if they take the lead in games, then they'll feel totally different, and hopefully, and as has happened today, we'll go on and win it.
You got that lead from your first penalty of the season, James Gray, and the goalkeeper Morecambe perhaps not too happy with the decision, but regardless of everything that went on, Danny Webber, ice cool, slotted it away.
Well, I don't know what the fans, what tackles are used to seeing, but I think that was a goalkeeper's challenge, should we say, on James Gray. It was a definite penalty, and I think James was lucky not to get injured, to be honest. But Webb's, there was a lot of time between the awarding of the penalty and actually Danny taking the spot kick, and he did well to keep his cool, and he's the designated penalty taker, and I'm sure he's got a technique of watching the keeper and then when he moves putting it in the other side, which is quite good.
How much does that opening goal settle you? You've been talking about it for several weeks now, scoring first, and you've done it again today, and even though you had the setback of the equaliser at the start of the second half, you still didn't look like you were panicked.
No, I think that's something we've been trying to instill in the players over recent weeks, and as I said to you before, I can tell them it a million times what faith I have in them and what faith they have in what we're doing, our training methods, the shape of the team. But until they actually see it for themselves, which they have been doing in recent weeks, they've been gaining the confidence from that. And as you say, the performances that they give, and even when Morecambe equalised, they put us under a bit of pressure, but and they created a couple more chances actually. And I think the Accrington Stanley of old maybe have conceded again and lost this game, but there's a new confidence instilled in the players, and I'm delighted for them.
You've been on the end of a couple of late goals yourselves this season. You've stuck one in today. In the build-up to this, you said you perhaps weren't too sure about this derby and exactly what it meant to people. I think those celebrations after Peter Murphy's goals might have illuminated you a little bit. Yeah,
well, you learn something every day, don't you? But it's great. I mean, the fans today were brilliant, and we owe them a lot. It's a small club, but it's an evolving club, as I would like to call it, and the more people we can get to come and watch us, the better, and I hope they go home happy down the M6 today. They're watching a style of football, and that's getting. I get commended about it all during the week through people in football, and we just need to drum that interest up now from the town and from the surrounding areas to get people to come down and watch us and to be entertained.
I suppose any questions of passion and application dispelled by a bit of niggle and a bit of needle as the afternoon went on, and a little bit of pushing and shoving and scuffling. Is that just the Derby Day atmosphere that kind of gets into people?
Yeah, I think so. I think it shows. I just said to the lads there, it pleases me. Obviously the result's great, and it pleases me as well that the lads were all together and looking after the mates. And we're only a relatively small club, but we've not backed down today under the aerial threat of Morecambe, and even off the pitch there in the tunnel, the lads were sticking up for us, and I'm sure they love the badge they play for, and it showed.
And finally, still bottom of that league table, but the points total now looks a world away from what it did a week ago.
Yeah, I'm delighted with that. There's a long way to go. I told the lads in there, enjoy enjoy what they're feeling at the moment, take it in, try and remember how they're actually feeling mentally. Physically, I would expect them to be tired, but mentally, it's a great thing to recall and to recall on when you're going into a game just before you go out, and you want to try and regenerate that feeling as many times in your career as possible. And we haven't had it too many times over the past few months, but I've told them to remember it, because at the end of the day I think we deserve the 3 points.